Alright, you also want to take a towel. Okay. So, for people who are discovering you guys today, what is or who is Bafana Bammet? You know, I want to know. We heard the individual side, you know, how your guys came together, how you formulated, you know, the mathematical equation, while you're subtracting, while you're multiplying from the foundation. But what I want to know is, or what the people want to know is, as a duo, who is Bafana Bammet?
What we do and what we trying to have the people feel in our music.
Yeah.
That's that sense of unity, bro. That sense of being in South you understand? That's what we want. Like when you listen to these boys, when you look at how we look like, you know, you need to see South Africa sound even in the music, like it's grindy like that, you know. You can feel like these guys are coming from the dust. You know, that's us. Like when you see that unity between brotherhood, because nowadays collaboration is not a thing anymore. You understand, where bros can just log in, you know, and the type of sound that we make. Like, bro, we love our mothers. Listen to our music, there's always mama this, mama that, you know. Bring that family thingy together, you know. And I know everybody wanna be on rapidity rap, wada.
Be all cool.
I mean, it's part of the sport, you understand? But me, I'm trying to make music that when my mother listens to that, you know, they'll be like, my boy's doing the math. You understand? So that is us, that South African identity, you know, that unity thing, that brotherhood. That's tough. So basically that's what we are.
Yeah.
That's what we stand for.
That's beautiful, man. Take us back to Limpopo. How did growing up shape your guys' sound?
Man, you know what? Me like I grew up different, dog. Now I get 20 plus. Now they get the shadow home, all that, you know. So like, just knowing that there's a different side to this thing, it's also like a very, very special perspective to have. You know, knowing that not everything is rosy. You know, knowing that even when there's no electricity, we can still make the food. You know. So like for me, it's I just grew up knowing that you gotta make whatever you gotta do.
You gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah.
But then for me, I come from a very musical background. So even like my relatives or family, there was someone who was making music or who was part of a musical group, dance group or something like that. And also when you think about it, Limpopo is a very like musical, you know, province. You know, so there's like different sounds, there's different, you know, elements into the music. There's dancing. You know, if we were to be honest, in Limpopo, like we have about maybe like 10 genres in Limpopo that were made in Limpopo, and I was part of, you
some
know,
of them.
I've been in Linyalo, I've been the Pantula, you know, hip hop to me, you know, along the way. And then I was like, oh, there's this thing called hip hop, and it was cool, and I fell in love with it. So that's why we're saying we're mixing all those elements into this whole thing of Bafana Bammet. So at the end of the day, it has to be math.
That's beautiful. Right, we give the people pick up the phone, right, and pray for me. So let's start with pick up the phone before we go into a musical epic Rija Live. Tell us about pick up the phone. The inspiration behind pick up the phone.
You wanna tell?
Get on the story.
It's not a long story. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like every song that you hear of us, it comes from something. They all derive from a story. They all come from a certain story. So also with pick up the phone, I was going through something. You know, someone was trying to reach me, and I was busy with the music. As he said, we're part of, you know, a whole group of, you know, boys that are pushing music in and out Josie gigs and all that. So I never had time to actually pay attention to what's really going on back at home, especially with someone that's actually close to me, close to my heart. You know, funny enough, you know, Chicago got into the studio and then she was just playing around, you know, with the words and melodies, and I was like, nah, stick to that one. That's actually fine. And then my boy came through. When he came through, he's like, yo, bro, I actually have something. You know, I have a story attached to what you guys did here. And then we ran with it.
And then you went along the lines.
Beautiful.
All right, then pray for me. the reason behind Pray For Me,
Yeah,
man.
bro. So
I needed that prayer, you know what I'm saying?
You see that man over there?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's the bro on the second verse.
Hey man, cameraman also on the first.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir.
Everybody working.
so he's also a producer.
Oh yeah?
So we had to work. He's part of the climb up. So we had to work. He pulled up to our studio and he played a few beats. When he got to that one, we were like, whoa.
Posanya.
Posanya.
We had to fight about it though.
And like I said, I'm not talking about anybody, you know, because I know that I wouldn't be here if my mother wasn't praying for me.
Yeah.
You know, and lucky for both of us, that's how we feel. You know, so like dog, we've been around, we've been in the
man striving.
You know, we've been striving. Like me, like I just want to make my mama proud, dog. You understand?
Yeah,
so I was just like,
for
you
real.
know, as mama, as you were praying for me, I just hope that one day you can see me on the TV.
On the big screen.
One day I can bring the bread back home.
Bring that Grammy home.
Yeah, you
Yes, sir.
understand. So Pray For Me was just celebrating our mothers, you know, the love that they give into us, you know, all that energy that your mom would be speaking to you, and she'd be like, bro, you're the one. You know, even with this song, I believe in this song so much because my mom and my dad told me like, have no worries, my boy. You know, with this one, have no worries. And I'm telling you firsthand, have no worries with this one. We're going in. We're going in. So let's pray for me, bro.
Now we're about to tune into Reja Life, you know. So get a little tap in behind it, give it a musical advert and musical ad break. Actually, not advert. Yeah, we're going into a musical ad break, you know, to hear a little more of Bafana Bamets, because I know, they know, I'm sure you also know, 1+1 key.
Man.
Yo, one African Radio TV, man, y'all know how we doing, man. Reja Life at number 12. Let's get it.
That's crazy.
Let's do.
Yes, sir.
System one and only busy live on my pula. If I busy can I only leave the village house. Let me leave the village house. Sky kiri bacha. Jana sky kiri bacha. See now. Wanna know. Chela chupa fela. Reja life. Reja life. Reja life. Reja waka cheese. Reja life. Reja life. Reja life. Reja waka cheese. Reja life. Reja life. Reja life. Reja waka cheese.
Manotomkachaka mabaka umposhaka ufinias askisa msoru nanaka muferia maracheteno critical kama bilia tebanyana FC kiwajala karasediana korileka show I'm feeling like Benny in the 18 area Ziggy yo Betty Shibo Majaka some more I can do it all Ziggy yo Ziggy yo
Reja life, Reja life, Reja waka cheese. Reja life, Reja life, Reja life, Reja.
You are tuned in to Cava the Top 40 on One Africa Radio TV.
All of the things I do, none of them things get new. Everybody have check. Everybody have check. Yeah, I feel like yeah. Make sure you put on how much this time. I cover that light. Switch to the pieces. We gotta stay on fire. Show that you pussy on light. Show that you everything I'm on light. Hop in the city of gold. Taking the shots like it's gold. But you can't deny you feeling me. You even bigger by enemies. Y'all niggas looking for a recipe. Can't get enough of my energy. Like yo, I'm on the road. Don't get me wrong, I'm swimming the goals. We talk about bars, we talk about flows. I feel like life again. Check out the time is late. But me and my niggas we rage. Speaking the truth is suicide. The rule of the game is do or die. Give me a nigga with shooter ties. I'm holding the one, stay on my grind, I've been in my car. Calling my name, say that I got it for sure. Y'all do the least, I'm doing the most. Up to the rules, I'm doing the shows. Come in the beats, I got all the flows. Anyway, drips and shit like cruise. Ain't anybody know. All of this I do, none of this I do. You wanna have a check. Everybody have a check. Me, I'm feeling tell me what time. They try to put on my arm on this side. Nobody alive. Special faces. We gotta see you on fire. Show that you personal like. Show you everything I'm on the line. Yeah. They try to put on my arm on this side. Nobody alive. Special faces. We gotta see you on fire. Show that you personal like. Show you everything I'm on the line. Hey, I'm the king of the melodies. All of they niggas my minimis. I'm hopping your place on every stage. I'm watching the boys keep feeling me. I'm in the field, I'm Benedict. All of my off, they're perishing. If I'm in the ring, I'm battling. I'm making noise, they're rattling. I'm running the show like I'm Kennedy. My nigga W told me, my nigga, you got it. I told you, my nigga, I got it. Don't worry about it, my nigga, don't doubt it. I know they work on my body. Too many hands when it's still at the bottom, they're laughing about it. Too many things around me. Blame me if we won't allow it. Hey, killing these shows, I'm never at home. I'm on some road, I'm chasing my goals. My nigga home, he couldn't go, he's on parole. He needed a loan, getting a phone, still on the low. Started a song, give me the gold, I wanna blow. I'm in the zone, step to the coast, stay on the road. Making a hit in this cone, running the game with my own gang. I know how they're feeling, cause the boys spin up blow. Nothing more than say my niggas take. I ain't what I do. All of the things I do, none of the things I do. Everybody have check, everybody have check. Me, I feel like Tony Montana. They try to put up my hammer this time. Nobody like, yeah. Special adventure, we gotta see it on fire. Show you personal life, show you every hammer one life. Yeah, they try to put up my hammer this time. Nobody like. Special adventures, we gotta see on fire. Show you personal life, show you I'm alive.
You are tuned in to Cava the Top 40 on One Africa Radio TV.
Today, Prince asking you again for the last time. 1 + 1 key?
Give me minutes and
Yeah,
give me
no,
minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back live on our afternoon drive show. It's 35 minutes after 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And this hour, we're still here, still having them. Bafana, bro. They're giving
man,
all
don't get
the
your
amazing.
answers wrong, you know what I'm saying? Don't get a calculation error there, Bafana. But I'm not kidding, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We back in the building. We're still asking questions, man. What makes the chemistry as brothers different from other duos?
Oh,
Okay.
I think for the most part of it, it's just the love of being creative and just music. Because most, like, I think most of these groups, man, I think them being like a duo or trio or just a group, I think most of the time is because of cloud and trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Man, we're from Gaza, Joe. If you see what we did, bro, like you'll be surprised. Like, how do you guys just put on some drip like from Gaza straight? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because we love this thing, and that's one thing that we have in common. You know, we might have our own 1, 2, 3, and there, but it's like the most part of it, we love this shit.
Yeah.
Yo, guys,
I don't know if I should share, I should say that word, but
I mean, yo guys,
I said it.
so you guys blend hip hop with Kwaito and other cultural elements. How did that fusion come along naturally?
I think for the most part is that we also kind of love different genres of music. You understand? So he's more like into the melodic stuff, you know, like even not necessarily just the melodic stuff, like just different music than I am, you know. So my thing has always been like a lot of hip hop, you know. So when we get a song, like for instance, you just play Vinasha live, you understand? So if you can get all those, you know, those references, you know, where it's coming from, you know, you just like, oh, these bros just took a hip hop joint and just turned it into something that even your uncle can listen to. Be like, hey, bro, you remind me of that time when I was, when I was somewhere, So that's just us. So he's got his flavor. I got my flavor. When we together, we're just like, how can we
combine the flavors?
We don't even ask ourselves, how can we do this? We just do it.
Just make it.
We just do it. Yeah, that's the
dope.
Yeah.
And him saying that, I think that also answers the first question that you asked about how, what makes us different from all
other duos.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're not into the same.
The same
that's
type
what
of
I'm
style.
saying.
You know?
Because if we're all trapping, we'll never make something different.
Yeah.
But if I'm coming from a background of house music, I would DJ call me. That's what I'm saying.
Taking it back.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand the fusion and the combination of two duos or two people coming along, making one inspirational thing that could motivate globally, and the people who do come and listen to Bafana Bametse, because that is one genre. I feel like it needs a genre of its own, because the elements I be hearing from your guys' music, it has actually elements of everything in it, and I feel like it needs its own name and its own category.
You might just call it the math.
I'm talking about.
You might just call it the math.
I mean, that's I'm mad. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the message do you want people to take from your guys' music?
Love, bro.
Love.
Persistence.
Positivity.
Positivity. Like, bro, not all of us are gangsters.
You're not all gangbanging.
Nah, can be. So like, we also need people to know that education is everything. Me and the bro, we went to our school. We got our degrees. You understand? We do our 9 to 5s because one other thing that's very important is that rappers specifically, they need to understand it is not a shame to go get a job, my brother.
It's not. It really is.
Go get a job,
Bambana.
go get a job so that you can buy yourself an iPhone,
Drip.
so that you can have drips, so that you can pay for other services, for your brand,
Video.
for video,
Clothes.
for all this stuff, so that you can travel to Bram. You understand?
Yeah.
So
Come to one Africa.
So that's one message that I feel that I'm sure my brother feels the same. Like it's very neglected and it's very slept on. Like people don't just want to do one thing, bro. You can't do one thing. We know you can't. There's more.
Just be a rapper.
You can't just be a
lot you
rapper,
can do,
bro. There's a lot you can do. So that message for me it's one thing that I really want to drive to the youth, that bro, do your trapping, do your streamings, do your music, but also do the business. Go get a job. Business it. Do something about it.
Make something. Make it work it.
Because most of the things that you see online, it's cap.
It's a cat.
That's what I'm saying. They'll never tell you what they go through.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can see someone big and his video is probably paid off by someone else.
Someone
you understand
else,
what I'm saying? So we are here trying to show the other side of the hustle. If you do the math by yourself before anybody else can come and do that, you probably those are proper calculations. You don't need another formula.
Nah, that's the formula.
Also, to add on to the question, I want to ask, how does Bafana Bametse inspire the young generation or the future generation who want to be influenced by Bafana Bametse and want to become like you guys?
So one thing that we've always told ourselves, you can't leave the kasi. Well, not necessarily you can't leave the kasi, but don't have that mentality that because I'm from the kasi. Like you need to show, like we've done things that the kids will see us like, yo bro, it's possible to like do these things in the kasi. And that's what we do. We're trying to show them that no bro, like you can pretty much just be who you are and just drive your own thing in the kasi. And the other thing, we also we're doing that a lot. This math thing is not just the math, There's a bro that we're working with, just that we're gonna roll it out properly. But we also have like a young Bafana Mets Academy, where we like giving the young boys the lessons, So we're trying to have them know the calculations, So we're trying to give back, man. Just that sometimes you don't have enough to say like, I can give back, but we're trying to have bros, young kids looking at us like, I can actually do that as well.
I feel like there will be foundation and organizations that will be sponsoring, Bafana Bamets Academy. Y'all guys are looking out for the future generations and people who don't have proper homes and come from less, you know what I'm saying? So when they look at people like you, they be like, you know, if they can do it, I can do it, you know, and then y'all give them hope and inspiration to be like, you know what, it's a better journey for me out there because, you know, I knew people who came from nothing and turned it into something. Now they're bigger than they were before.
Exactly.
You know, that's actually really amazing, man. And then also, man, you know, we are also looking forward to more things you guys are working at. We also want to know, like, what are your guys' future projects looking like? Who your guys are going to be working with, or who y'all going to be working with in the future?
So to be honest, right now we're in the studio cooking.
Cooking?
Yeah, we're cooking.
I hope Cava's one of the features.
We do have a couple
Yes,
of you must pull through.
Yeah.
We have a couple of producers that send us projects, but we can't really tell you and be specific on who we want to work with.
Yeah.
But we're more open into collaboration. I feel like that actually saves, you know,
teamwork makes the dream work.
and the culture as well. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't collaborate, you can't just be cool by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of, I'm a producer, bro. Have you guys ever met, been in a position whereby like you guys are struggling with a producer? I mean, like my producer was like are full of themselves, and but then.
That's the struggle, man. I don't want to lie, like all the time. Where we come from, the whole collective, the whole group thing that we used to be in, we had a couple of producers, and then when we decided to just, you know, escape the shot there.
Cause wow.
So now we actually like have to learn on how to do things for ourselves, and then who to tag along with. You know, it's challenging to have a proper level producer that's going to be there because, you know, they all want to be superstars as well. So that's the struggle. It's like these days, like finding a manager. You can't find a manager that's
hey, bro.
They want the berries too.
I think the biggest struggle is them understanding what's their duty. Because if this is Bafana Bamets and we're saying you must pull through and be our producer, you should
and
might as well just be Bafana
Bamets, not the other way.
Bafana Bamets at the end of the day. So that's a struggle.
So it's in the one. I love asking this question. You being on stage, natural. Like, have you ever like been in a position whereby like you are performing and then you get bored? Like
have you ever had a bad show?
Yeah, we've had, especially when you get into spaces that are not actually hip hop, you know. Or like you get into a space where it's like rap, and then we trying to do different type of music. You know, so you get those type of things that people are just looking at
bad energy.
But bro, we've been doing this thing. We've been doing this thing. So you just
so how are you guys like pulling up with our performer and then vibe like but vibe we should man the app, you understand? I'm asking for someone who's listening right now, okay, like maybe a position and then they wanted to quit just because of Abantu.
They felt demotivated.
Keep going, bro. The best thing you can do for yourself is to go back and improve. You know, I believe at some point I used to be a bad performer, you know, but I kept learning, bro. You go back and you watch your things and be like, no man, it's not the one, bro. So, you know, I really actually need to do better. So that's what it is, bro. That's what it is. So you need to go back, fix yourself.
Straight.
Yeah. Also another thing, man. Another thing is that you know, people forgot the mirror, right? Yeah, people forgot to practice in front of the mirror, you know, look at themselves, rap to themselves. That's very important, bro.
That is practice.
Like, if you can literally look at yourself, laugh at yourself in the mirror, you know, and until you get your craft correctly, I doubt there's anybody out there in the street that would laugh at you and it will put you down, because you have laughed at yourself first. You understand, in the mirror. So yeah, let's also go back to the mirror, you know, rappers. Let's learn our lyrics, let's go back to a mirror, practice in front of our families, our friends, right? That's where we start. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say on that. To say, get your things together.
Washing dishes at home, and understand, like, when police like, I'll be like, don't do this, blah blah blah, understand? Exactly, bro, I like it.
So tell us about the TCU campaign, the Climb Up. You guys are part of the climb up. How's the climb up, been to Bafana Bamets? How's the build up? How's it going? How's the journey?
Take
The climb up is family, man.
It's family.
When we started Bafana Bamets, the first person we called was the climb up. It's like,
That's
bro,
That's
we have this idea because I have known the bro initially as just a solo, right? And he was doing his thing. But when we had this idea, I told my bro, like, I know the only person that's gonna make us do this thing properly and guide us is this bro. So the climb up has been a very integral part of Bafana Bamets. That is, it's like having a calculator and then you run up there, it's equal to sign. You understand? You can do all the math, but if you can't press the enter button, So the climb up has taken us places, bro. The climb up has booked us. We've had studio sessions because of the climb up. We've met people, we've been to shows. So that's what the climb up is doing for us. We've been on playlists. Probably like our first playlist was the one by the climb up. Do you understand? So we are just a community. And us as being part of that community, we also want other creatives to come through, join this community because we do great things, bro. We are just for the arts.
Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Shout out to the climb up, doing wonderful things for the people. Also, as a community, man, building the structure of the foundation of artistry where people can come along and make very magical music, and take it even further. Because, not a lot of people like the climb up will take you seriously as an artist, especially as a creative director or coming from a place where, speaking from a point where like as an independent artist, it's really hard, you know what I'm saying? But if you got like good guys, like people who working with the climb up, man, they'll also make it a lot easier for an artist to like focus on the creative side while your come up becomes something incredible.
Shout out.
Which is amazing, man. Shout out to that. Before we let your guys go, we need to ask Rija Life, the meaning behind it, man. Because before I let y'all answer that, we had a viewer here, Violet Mbecheni says, there's a song you guys played, it's Rija Life. I want to thank you for playing such a song because it feels very nostalgic, and they want to ask what was the meaning behind it because it connected to them with just hearing it for the first time.
I'm gonna say, I'm sure you probably had this thing before. Maybe you might, you know it. You know something. Rija Life, cheese. Because times are rough in SA, bro, and sometimes we don't get to celebrate the good things we have. You don't have to be rich to just celebrate. You need to be happy. That's what I'm saying. Even if you have like that $20 to buy yourself a quarter, Rija Life, because there's not a lot of people that can afford God. You understand what I'm saying? Most people normally say, but Toba Young Life is the people but was cheesy and people that drive around with nice cars and things like that. About life, most of them. That's what I'm saying. But because you can access a few things, even if you have like 10 rand or whatever, Rija Life. So that's where it comes from. Times are rough, so you need to celebrate.
Enjoy the little things. That's beautiful, man. I think another definition of Bafana Bamets when people listen to their music is passionate, is motivational, inspirational, and generational. Because I think like you'll connect to people in ways where they get to focus also on the little things, and see the bigger picture in the littlest of outcomes. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. Last question, Pesci. Nigga, my little like 10 of a 10.
That's this idea.
You just had to go there.
Hey man, it's my favorite song. I don't want to lie to you, man. You know what I'm saying?
We've seen you at the show. We've seen you at the show.
You feel me? I'm front center in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more about it, man.
Man, passion is for everyone.
Passion
is for everyone that's doing something out there to just better themselves or the situation. If you do it with passion, trust me, you won't get it. That's where it comes from. Even if you check the art cover, the video is shot at gas. It's showcasing a obsessed there. I'm saying it's like gas. You know what I'm saying?
Magwenya.
Magwenya. What's what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Even
like boiled eggs, you know, like
chickens and all that, but they're doing that with passion. And coming from Kasi, I think one thing that I would say people have in common for Kasi, that's passion of doing something. And that's what I'm saying. We might do different things, but we'll always collide or connect with passion. If you don't have passion, better stay home and sleep.
Get to sleep. So, oh man, I appreciate this wonderful interview, guys. But before I let you guys go, because we're wrapping up the show, man. You know, the third segment of Cava the African Top 40 is coming to an end. There's 7 minutes left. But before we wrap it up, man, let us know where the people can follow you on social media platforms, if they want to book you, where they can find you, cell phone number or email address.
1+1 get mad. Yeah, so we are available everywhere on all these social media platforms. Just search for Bafana.
Bafana everywhere.
Yes.
Anywhere.
Yeah. The handle is at Bafana everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Bafana. We are the only ones.
Yes, sir. Any shout outs you want to send out to the people?
Shout out to the Cava, man.
Shout out to the Cava. We're just giving a little air horn, little bit.
Crazy how the climb up is the only one that's getting a shout out.
Nah, man. Shout out to the people, man. Shout out to the people that's been showing us love, man. A lot of people that's been showing us love, you know, for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, not for nothing, but you know what I mean. Like these people don't know us, so we really appreciate you guys. Everybody that has worked with us, you know, our producers, you know, our engineers, you know, the community, all of it, man. Everybody, we call them mathematicians. So, you know, all the math lovers worldwide, we love you, we appreciate you. Shout out to you, man.
And shout out to all the mothers out there.
Shout out to all the mothers.
Shout out to mama.
Wait, just before we let them go, right?
Yes, sir.
So we normally, Flo and I, here on our show, we normally just before the other show starts, we normally ask a question, right? For her show, you understand? So I'd love one of you guys to participate in that question.
Okay.
All right.
So that's not a problem, right?
Nah, yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
That shouldn't be. He better ask you, where your baby mama at? Is she alive? I think 1-on-1.
I'm kidding. We don't do that on the show.
Yeah, maybe as we're waiting for it, I think we almost forgot. Pray For Me hasn't dropped. It's coming soon on the 31st of April.
Oh yeah?
So we're going on pre-order very, very soon. So we're starting with the rollout as it is.
As of
so you had it here first. Pray For Me is dropping 31 April.
Alright.
31 April, Pray For Me is coming out.
Yes, sir.
Flo, just before I start, is there anything you want to say?
No, I'm good, brother. I'm good.
You're good. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we all know that after a show, it's Kuti Manigi Zindala Zombini, and show will be driving you all from now 4 o'clock until 6 p.m. every Saturdays. And Flo and I will be back again the next week, same time, same place, right here on One Africa Radio or TV. So, Colin, you are in the building, right?
Only in the building.
Yes. How
are you? How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm fantastic. So, one of the dudes here will be participating in this question.
Okay.
So, yo guys, would you go back to a relationship after finding out that your partner exchanged his or her body just to get you a job?
Wait, what?
Oh,
yeah.
I'd like to answer that.
Yeah.
You see, as long if I find out, it's child, because I think you should have morals.
But now
you have a choice.
Yeah, you have a choice. But now, bro, you were struggling, right, in front of her, right?
Yes.
And then she got you a job. She slept with her boss.
Yes.
And understand? So, and then and then she got you a job. And then now, when you find out, like, would you quit?
You rather give me a motivation to go to myself.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to that.
So, Flo, what would you do?
Hey man, I'm leaving her keeping the child. She took one for the team. She took one for the team.
Belong to the street.
Wow.
Feel me? If she ain't got a role and she don't belong to me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, alright, my beautiful Africans, thank you so much. Sis Tolu will be driving you now from 4 until 6, and she'll be continuing with the topic. Stay tuned, and more especially if you are Maskandi favorite. Tolu up next.
Bam, 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 bam.